do you guys realize when you come to my page to comment, I own you? None of my people go to anybody else's pages. We're just on this page crushing it, and our page is blowing our shit up. We don't go DM anyone, comment on anyone's shit. We don't go negative comment places. When you come to my page and take your time, I'm running you. I own the real estate in your mind. It's sad, but I get it. All you guys are the skinny 10-inch arm having titty little fucks like that stupid fuck on stage. None of you guys will ever get me to apologize. What would I apologize for? Being on your guys' side, censoring a bunch of beta bitches? You guys are trying to censor a real motherfucker. It ain't gonna happen. You want all men to walk around with tits like that, bags of trash like that, pussies like that. You fucking idiots. You guys are part of the problem. Bunch of liberal fucks, straight up. Ain't no real motherfucker doesn't want to be a swole ass man walking around all jacked. But guess what? The people I talk to, those are the 1% or less. The people who actually get up and handle it. While pussies are sitting there drinking and smoking with tits. Pizza all smashed up on their titties. Go ahead and run the comments up. Run them the fuck up. I'll be here like every hater that tried to hate on me before. I always last. And you guys are still broke fucks. All my loyal people, we all rise. We all just get in better shape. We all just change our lives. And the worst part about this is those comments are all bots. There's very few real people. And the few people that tried to call me out, don't those dudes have tits too? Why doesn't anyone ever pull up? I go to Elevation Gym at 5 a.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. on weekends. Just pull up. Just fucking do it and quit talking in the comments. I don't go in no comments and talk shit. I don't even go to anyone's page and say I'm gonna fucking do all this shit. But that's the whole point. I ain't a fucking bitch who just goes in comments and DMs and talks. I actually went to prison for actually doing shit. Every one of you guys will try to unmake what a real motherfucker does. And all my people who are changing your lives, realize the fake ass bitches you grew up with and the pussies around you that don't elevate to your level, still got tits, still broke, still living a fucking stupid ass life, they're just gonna hate on you. But it's all good, because guess what? My houses just get bigger, my cars just get better, my audience just gets bigger, it's not shrinking. For every million losers that fucking come talk shit or view my shit, I get probably 3,000 or 4,000.
All right, you gotta let me.
Kenny, you got tits, Kenny?
Yo, okay. Listen, this is like an epiphany for me, man.
When you're my age, you wish you looked this good.
No, I told you, if he saw that clip, he would behave the same.
Any gym, anytime.
Makes my point. That makes my point that the man did not lose control.
Let me quote somebody real quick, because damn, what's his name? Mr. Rich, Marriage, Politics, and Sports, said masculinity is only toxic when women wield it. And I made the statement on my show once that I don't like women calling themselves masculine because they always behave like the biggest assholes. They never take masculinity and act like a good man. They always act like an asshole. They act like that dude when they're doing it. So this is interesting. This is what I picked up from that rant. Ad hominem attacks, need for external validation, inability to accept criticism, and inability to apologize. What does that sound like to y'all? Those characteristics.
Bruiser.
That dude is a woman. Like, oh shit. He is feminine. And it's crazy that he was sharing a stage with like masculinity coaches. But that's crazy. This hyper masculine grifting thing that people are doing, using YouTube and conferences. So some of these dudes,
is hyper masculinity feminine though?
No. I'm talking about
feminine trait.
I'm not even talking about it I said it's fake. It's fake hypermasculinity. Because when you are put to the test, he failed. All of the layers came down. He started exhibiting the most feminine behaviors we've ever seen. He did not want to apologize. He started overexerting himself and thought aggression was the only way to fix the problem. He needs the validation from his own supporters. My people love me. He was like literally firing off every objective of a narcissist and some of the toxic traits that we have for some of the toxic criticisms that we have for when women try to wield masculinity. They do it in a very toxic way, behaving like the worst assholes of men. They never behave like good men when they want to wield masculinity.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to. I'm
I
gonna have
always
to
ask
side
myself,
with Darwin.
where do women get this toxic masculinity? Where do women get this notion to attack men for being men, for expressing masculinity? And I'm starting to see it comes from men. They're getting the talking points from us. When we see a man act like a man, level up like a man, and tell other men you need to fucking level up, we shoot it down. Me personally, I agree with the dude. I think the dude is an awesome dude. I think his content is fire. I think he's a fucking savage. And I think we need more men. Like, y'all can call it dangerous. I think it's dangerous to have all these soft ass beta male guys around here, like he stated, run around here saying, oh, you can just be a yeah, you can be a family guy. But if you want to be rich, then that's what you want to be. And ain't nothing wrong with telling motherfuckers what they want. That, hey, the things that you desire and the things that you aspire to do is totally fine. I've done it. Let me show you the way. And if he, I think the reason why, hold on. I think the reason why I'm able to receive what he's saying in a way and let it resonate with me, because I was in the military. And I had people in the military that would act just like him. But when I was able to take his leadership, take the content that he was giving me and apply it without having to pick up his characteristics or the way he behaved. But so when I became a sergeant, I didn't act like the sergeants before me. I act like me, but I had the rank, I had the leadership, I had the skills.
So let me tell you something.
Let me say this real quick, because I haven't been able to say nothing. I actually agree with everyone, but at the same time, I think, dude, I think he would fuck around and be cool as hell if you actually meet him. You know, I think that he's speaking to his target demographic, just like Darwin said. Everybody isn't going to take what it is that he's saying and be able to truly utilize it. Everything that he's saying, in my opinion, he's keeping it a buck. He's being himself. I don't think what he's doing is necessarily feminine. Did he crash on the stage? Somewhat, to an extent, but that's probably just how he interact with people. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I learned is that everybody doesn't understand a certain way of speaking to them. You can't speak to everyone the same type of way. You have to know who it is that you're talking to in order to get your point across. So I think that I understand what he's doing, what he's saying. It's the extreme, but I think that what his message is at the end of the day, it has relevancy. If he gave a man a watch, I think that the person that he gives that watch to, that can potentially motivate him to become a better man, or what he deems as a man, to make that watch feel or fit his characteristics of who it is that he wants to be. So I get it, but it's the same way. It's the same way of trying to say. It's the same way of trying to tell that man. It's the same way of trying to tell West to be like Gandhi. You know what I'm saying? That's not who he is, right? So if that's not who he is, then you got to speak to who it is that person is. So I get all of it, but I think that he's just playing his role at the end of the day.
No, facts. He's playing a role, but in the terms that Bruiser put it in, Darwin. They calling you. You go by Darwin. now?
You call it whatever you want.
All right.
Bruiser just
My
my
man
nickname.
Bruiser
I just
said
got my real
the
name up here.
He brought up the military, and that was the part where I was like, okay, bet that dude is gonna have a hard time getting anybody to buy in to his leadership. All right, he has some people that follow him, the asshole type, but that's the mark of a true leader. If the only way you can accomplish your followership is through harsh criticism, then you're not a real leader. You're a dictator. The people gonna rise up against you.
Does he got to
All right.
follow him? Does he got to follow him?
No. But listen to what I'm saying. If the
No, I'm just
only
asking.
hold on.
Does
I
he
mean,
got to follow him?
even
Only
Kevin
message.
Samuels had a following,
See,
and
he
they
have a following?
said his
this
message
is
was
what I'm
hard.
saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm using his character flaws against him. He used the term beta, which means he thinks he's an alpha. He's not. He's not. He broke his own argument up, because if you want to achieve buy-in from your followers, if you're really trying to help these other men, and the first thing you showed when you got disagreed with was that you have to try to dominate them aggressively with violence, then you're not an alpha. He's exactly not what he's saying he's supposed to be. The best leaders achieve that through buy-in. I want to follow you. You are an inspiration to me. The way you talk to me, the way you motivate me. David Goggins is that type. Get up and do it. You can do it. Hey, follow me, man. If you don't look the way you're supposed to look, I can help you with that. I can be your crutch, bro. I know you a little fat now, but I can do it for you. That nigga's an asshole. I ain't following that dude.